Yo, like what the fuck? I had my windows open for like 15 minutes and the amount of fucking like bugs that are in here. And like I don't want to kill them. It's not their fault they flew into a window and I can't get out. Okay. Bugs have been removed. Hi, how are we? Hope we're all keeping well. Hope you're having a great day. So, welcome back to my little vlog series on trying to adult. Kind of does what it says in the tin. Before I go on with this, being an adult, because legally I'm an adult, right? There's no question about that. Like when I was younger and you'd think of an adult, you know, they have their shit together, they're like a functioning member of society, they, like, I don't know, pay bills, just like, you know, just kind of like a fully well-rounded functioning member of society. Sometimes I don't think that I am one. But then I also think you don't get to a certain age and like just like, you know, something clicks and you're like, ah, yes, I feel like an adult now. I'm here, I've done it. I think. I hope not. But yeah, I think like the idea of, you know, being an adult is just a societal, oh, what's the word? It's like a social construction. Sometimes I do really just wonder, like, does anyone actually know? Does anyone actually know what they're doing, like, in life? Who's to say what an adult actually is? When I sat down and recorded this first video for this series, I was like, I'm 25 and I don't have my shit together and I feel like I should have my shit together. All of those things are still true. I'm still 25. I still don't have my shit together and I still feel like I should have my shit together. Although I'm almost 26 now. So that's fun. I was gonna be like, I'm getting so old, but like really I'm not. In the grand scheme of things, you know, 26 is quite young. And I don't want to hear otherwise. Honestly, like if I go back and watch that first video, like I'm still struggling with all of the same things. But like here's the thing, I don't think it's a bad thing that I'm still actively trying to better myself and create these new healthy habits and, you know, routines and everything. Because I think it was like back in September when I recorded the first video, I had no idea where I even wanted to begin. Like I was just like, I don't have my shit together and I want to get my shit together and let's go and do it. I suppose I was kind of thinking about things that I should be doing, if that makes sense, in order to like be an adult. And I suppose those things just like weren't really resonating with me because I felt like I was doing them for like the wrong purpose or something. Like, do you get what I mean? Whereas now, yes, I still don't really have my shit together. Yes, I'm still trying to implement these like habits and routines and stuff. But now I have like a better idea of things that I actually like doing, if that makes sense. And like, not that I didn't know what I liked doing beforehand, but like a lot of things that I liked doing beforehand were like these kind of like, I suppose, quick dopamine releases rather than like a slow dopamine release. Like now I just have a better idea of like these slow dopamine releasing activities, etc., that like I know will make me feel good. And I also have a really good idea of things that make me feel like shit, to be honest. And again, like, not that I didn't know these things before, but I suppose I'm just like more aware of them now, or like more mindful about it now, if that makes sense. So today, for example, I slept in a bit late. I already felt a bit shit about myself. I could have just like gotten up and been like, oh fuck's sake, and like, you know, carried that mood with me through the rest of my day. But I'm trying to be a good responsible adult and do all these things. When I tell you, every part of me wanted to just get up and go downtown and get breakfast and coffee somewhere and sit in a cafe and like read my little book, right? Like that's because that's something that like boom, immediately like it's gonna make me feel better. But then what happens after that? I've so much shite to do around the house. I would have like spent the day downtown and then came back and been like, not bothered, not doing it. But I decided to be responsible, kind of, because I wasn't in the form to do any of it. I'm still not really kind of in the form to do any of it. Here's the thing that's really annoying, okay? It's the fact that like if you want to be doing these slow dopamine releasing activities or whatever, you know, ultimately like you're gonna feel better about yourself like after the fact, but in the moment, or like the thought of like going to do these things So annoying. So annoying. Like the thought of like cleaning my room, like don't want to do it. The thought of like folding my laundry and putting it away, don't want to do it. But after I've done it, I know for a fact I'm gonna be like, yeah, look at me go. I'm a fucking legend. Whereas like going downtown and like getting a coffee, I'm gonna sit there and be like, yum, this is fun, I like this. Do you know what I mean? Then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? And like that's the annoying thing about it, because like you need to be consistent with it also, and you need to like do the things that you don't particularly like want to do. Consistency really is key for these things, which again is so annoying. Like I kind of have a bedtime routine now. I do it like on nights where I'm working the next day, because I know for a fact like once I start like my bedtime routine, like that's kind of it, because it signals to my body it's bedtime. But like on days where I'm not working the next day and I don't need to be up early, I'll spend time, you know, just doing random things, and like I'll ignore the fact that I need to do my bedtime routine, and then I'll just end up, I don't know, like staying up pretty late. And I'm like, this is why I need to do my bedtime routine. Like, do you know, I was doing a bit of research. For some reason, like I had it in my mind that like creating new habits didn't take that long. And I don't mean like too long, but I was kind of like maybe like 3 months max kind of thing. It takes like 6 months, I think, to like fully form a habit. So in order for me to like create these healthy habits and healthy routines and like these slow dopamine releasing things that I know make me feel good, I am gonna have to be doing these for like at least 6 months for them to be like to beginning to be a subconscious thing. Like I have to actively put in effort to do these things before they kind of become like a subconscious action. And like I'll be lying there in bed and I'll be like, oh, it's getting kind of late now, and then I'll be like, open up TikTok, open up like Disney Plus, whatever, rather than being like, okay, I need to go to bed, or like I need to get up, or like I need to do this, whatever. And I know the fact that it's taken like 6 months, it's gonna take like 6 months to like do this stuff is just great, because it means that I actively have to make the decision to do these things. And it's almost like you have to actively choose to do the difficult thing. And like, not that like beginning a bedtime routine is difficult, or not that like, you know, getting up and out of bed rather than like lying there on my phone is difficult, but it's easier to stay in bed, right? It's easier to just be like, oh, I'm not working today, not doing anything today, I have all the time in the world to do nothing, do you know? But then at the end of the day, I'm gonna feel like shit because I've not done anything with my day, and like everything's fucking like I still, do you know what I mean? Like this makes no sense. Like obviously it's easier to just go downtown and ignore my responsibilities at home, and like putting the laundry away, not difficult, but it's easier to just not do it. I just don't want to be taking the easy route out all the time, because if I keep taking the easy route all the time, I'm never gonna be able to like implement these healthy fucking habits, and it's so annoying. Like in my mind, I had like such a good vision for how this series was gonna go. First video, like, I'm 25, I don't have my shit together, and then the next was gonna be like, oh, I'm kind of getting there, and then the next gonna be like, I'm kind of getting there even more, and then eventually I was gonna be like, look at me, I am a successful adult. But that's kind of just not really the way it went. I'm still trying. I'm trying. Yeah, I don't know. The thing that I'm reminding myself also is that like if I have a bad day, or if I have a day where like I don't do anything, like don't do any of my things that make me feel good, like I'm not starting from scratch again, I'm not starting from zero again. Even if I lie in bed and ignore all my responsibilities for like one day, I still know where I'm going now. I still know what I need to do to like get back on track again. It's not like I need to like go back and figure it all out for the first time all over. Does that make sense? I suppose you just like can't have the good days without the bad days, as fucking cliche as that is. And the thing that's so like annoying is that like all these like inspirational quotes, you know, all this like cliche inspirational quotes, like they actually make sense. You can't have the good days without the bad days, like that, all this fucking shite, like it's true. And I think I just need to like stop dismissing them, because I'm like, oh whatever, like so yeah, it's a good day to have a good day, guys, I'm telling you now. It's such a nice day outside. It's such a nice day outside, and all I want to do is go out and not do anything. I want to just go out and vibe. I think the thing that I've realized as well, which is probably like such a weird realization to have because like it's so obvious, but like I am like the adult in my life now. Like I feel like I'm dealing with my inner teenager at the moment. I feel like that's kind of, she's trying to come out. She's kind of like present and here, and she didn't want to do anything, but I like have to adult myself and I have to like parent myself now, you know, like, and I'm trying to be like kind, like on one hand I'm like trying to be kind to myself and I'm trying to be like, it's okay, like if you don't feel like getting out of bed today and like doing stuff, that's okay, like listen to your body, do what you gotta do. But then on the other hand, I can't let it slide all the time, you know, and I just need to be the adult in my life right now. Like I need to implement some discipline in my life, which I am doing. I'm on a working holiday right now, and like at the moment I'm in like the working stage of my working holiday, but I'm taking the next few months of the working part, my working era, to also work on setting up a better routine and a better lifestyle for myself. And I think this is like the first time that I've like genuinely actively been like, okay, we're actually doing this, rather than being like, oh, can't be arsed, can't be bothered. But I wish I could just like snap my fingers, yo. Okay, well that was fucking shit snap. Wish I could just snap my fingers and like be, you know, the person that I envision for myself. And it's just obvious, first of all, but also a bit frustrating that like I have to do the work. I have to do the work to get to there. And I have to be the one to do it. No one can do it for me. No one can like get me to that stage that I want to be at except for me. And I have to show up for myself, and I have to do the things that I don't particularly want to do because I want to get to this level. And I know all these things. I know them, and I know it like makes sense logically in my brain, but then it's like the doing of the things. It's just choosing to do the less fun things so I ultimately feel better about myself and have a better lifestyle and a better all-around life, I think. Just annoying that I can't like fucking wave a wand or snap my fingers and like just be there. You can't automatically be good at something, right? You need to be bad at something before you start to get good at something. And that is the frustrating bit, I think, because I just want to be good at it. I just want to be already good at it, and because I'm not, and because I'm like, you know, kind of not struggling with it, but like having to put in the work to be good at it, it's just a bit, you know, I just want to be good at it already. And putting in the work takes time and effort. And when it's not like an immediate like dopamine release, why can't I click with this hand? What is going on? Well, I'm clicking, but it's not great. That's kind of it for me, I suppose. If you're 25, 26, 20, 18, whatever, and you feel like you don't have your shit together and you feel like you should have your shit together and you actively want to get your shit together and you want to create healthy habits and routines for yourself, and are also frustrated that you actually have to do the work to do those things, first of all, you're not alone. Second of all, we can do it. Third of all, we can do it together. You can join me on the journey to creating a healthier lifestyle, ideally. We can figure it out. Gotta take it day by day. Gotta actively decide to show up for ourselves and do the things we don't want to do to become the person that we want to become. And all of this is common sense, and all of this is what everyone says all of the time. Yeah, I'm gonna go and put away my laundry and fucking meal prep for the week and clean my room because because at the end of the day I'm gonna feel accomplished, and I'm gonna be responsible, and I'm gonna do the boring adult things that no one wants to do but we all have to do. See you on the flip side.